So here we go again, I guess. Yeah, since my last video, I've kind of taken a break from the internet. I mean, I still stream. I'm still streaming for charity right now. This is not about the charity, unfortunately. This is not about anything else that I have exciting going on this month. Unfortunately, this is about the same stupid shit the last video was about, and updates that have happened and my take on them. So let's frickin' go, shall we? So since my last video, since some updates have happened, and I feel like I owe you guys a little bit of an update there. Dumpster Truck McFuckface decided to delete their comments about outing that person as a mersuiter and tried to apologize and save face, and you know, that person wasn't having any of it. They also got called out by a couple other people who were like, the fuck you doing? And released a video on cancel culture and the fandom, which, like, A, rude. I was gonna do something like that soon anyway, but fair enough, you beat me to it. Fair is fair, and you did get yours recorded and edited first. I cannot be mad at that. However, it's kind of interesting that you mention like cancel culture and putting people in boxes and, you know, canceling based on which box you were put on. I can understand being a little bit mad if you got called like a toxic furry for, you know, standing up for what you believe in, or maybe you weren't as vocal during the protests because you weren't really sure what to say. Like, okay, that I kind of understand. But, the box you were put in was zoophile. That is a pretty nasty box to get stuck in. And here's the thing. I ruined my entire day the other day by going through Archive the Wolf's stuff to see everything that I could get my grubby little hands on to understand everything that had come out, anything that was new, had I missed any new information, because when I try to make a judge of character, I like to have everything. So, unfortunately, what that also meant is I noticed that they went through the video that was posted by, what's another good cancel name? Because I don't want to even give them a name here. Like, I don't even want to name this person. I don't want you going to their channel and listening to what other excuse they've come up with this week, because apparently they just put another video up, which we'll get to. Let's see. Piss Pot McSteam Train. We'll go with that. So, Piss Pot McSteam Train did their whole video, and thankfully someone else went through it piece by piece, so I could technically see that content without supporting that channel. So to that person, thanks. I'm not going to call out their name though, because I don't want them getting struck or anything. And even though I shouldn't have to do that, because you are allowed to critique a piece of work that is put in the public space, I've already seen one person get a takedown, even though what they were offering was criticism or commentary. So, okay then. But yeah, they were going through all the evidence, and one of the prevailing theories as to why this person is not behind bars, where I personally, my opinion, think they should be, is due to the statute of limitations in the states that, you know, we're handling the investigations. In New York, I believe most of the evidence that was supplied technically falls out of date. So even if they had, you know, been found fully guilty of the things that they did, which I have reason to believe they probably would have based on everything that I have seen, it was too old to get them dinged. Which, it sucks. Because, you know, here's the thing. I am usually on the side of innocent till proven guilty. I do believe in that myself. However, when you get off scot-free because of a technicality like time frame, it doesn't mean that what you did wasn't bad. It just means that you got very lucky. And in the case of this person, they got very lucky, is my belief. Am I an investigator? Do I work for the police? Do I have any access? No, I'm going based on what I have access to. And what I have access to is what was posted by Archive, McBitty Paws, everyone else that is currently trying to compile evidence and information, including the one brave person that has actually rung up the local authorities where he lives now with more evidence, which I'm hoping something happens with, because this is just getting out of hand. Not in the favor I would like it to see. Right, blah, blah. It's getting kind of out of hand. So, updates that have happened since then. You know, victim card was dropped. And mind you, I am usually willing to listen to most victims of crimes and give them the benefit of the doubt. Not so much when they've been lying out their teeth and have thrown their friends under the bus and outed them, and then try to walk that back like, oh, actually, oh, I shouldn't have been that mean. And then in the next video they post, go, actually, mersuiting's not a big deal. Then why did you call it out? If it's not a big deal to you, then why did you try to cancel your friend who didn't want their audience to mistakenly watch your videos? Like, why was it important that you called them out? Because that doesn't make any sense. Or are you just trying to save face and win back the potential mutual viewers that you guys have? Is that what's happening? Because it seems like that's what's happening. But anywho, the thing that sparked this video was there was yet another video put out. So I watched the full cancel culture one via someone else's critique of it, because I do like to have two voices when I'm listening to something like that, so I can kind of react and go, okay, here's the core content, I want to see someone's perspective on it. And if they're a crap person, I don't want to support their channel anyway, and it is completely within people's rights because of, you know, things that you know, it's within people's rights to give critique. So I watched it, and I came to the same conclusion as the person critiquing it. It was full of shit. A lot of things were not addressed. A lot of things were glossed over. And like the prevailing things said were like, we're all outcasts. Like, yeah, but I might have been a social outcast in high school that got jammed into lockers, but I didn't hurt anyone's dog or do salacious things with deer. So I don't think that's the same level of outcast that you seem to think it is. So that was my reaction to that. And then what prompted this video is I saw a tweet that made yet another video of, you know, moving on from this. And it's like, sure, bud, whatever. And I wouldn't have cared that there was a video about moving on from this, except the tweet called out two of my colleagues who I am very aware do not support this person, and it was extremely deceptive in the way it was worded. It made it sound like those two people were still actively promoting this person's videos, when I can tell you with 100% certainty they are not. So on top of everything that has happened, all of my disagreements that I might have, and, you know, from watching all of the evidence that I've seen and made myself watch, I still believe that you're still a piece of shit, and I'm not going to support your channel. But you've now given yourself an extra brownie point of being a piece of shit, because not only did you not address anything, which might have been because your lawyer told you to shut the fuck up, which honestly, the only kudo I will give is to your lawyer for knowing that you should shut the fuck up. But like, I think you got off on a technicality and got stupid lucky. And for that, you know, congrats for winning the legal lottery system. I still think you're a piece of trash, but you know what, good for you for getting extremely lucky. However, if we ever show up at a con together, if you manage to get into a con, stay the fuck away from me. Keep my colleagues' names out of your fucking mouth, especially those two, because they do not support you, I can guarantee you that. And stop fucking lying. And you want to hear about how like furries are toxic with cancel culture and all that shit? I have a video coming. It's on like what's actually wrong, and you are a pretty big part of it. The fact that people can do shitty fucking things and they just magic back into existence and get off scot-free because uwu cute fursuit or uwu quout, and just continue about with their lives even though they have been massive fucking dickheads. That's what I think's wrong with the community. Canceling someone because they said something mean to you on the internet, okay, that's fucking dumb. Canceling someone and actually going to the authorities to try to fix an issue, there's nothing wrong with that. If someone I know personally starts hurting their animal, if I find out one of my friends is hurting their dog, me collecting evidence, going to the authorities, and letting my audience know, I don't think that's a cancelable offense. I think that's what you should do. I think you're just mad that people paid attention, saw the bullshit, called it out, and you got a little mad because your uwu cute fursuit couldn't save you anymore.